कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय श्री गोविंदाय नमो नमः। With the grace of the Bhagwan Sri Krishna and divine knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, and as well as divine blessings from the Guru Maharaj, today we will understand Bhagavad Gita chapter number 3 verses number 34 and 35. इंद्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषो व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्नं वशमागच्छेत् अत्तो हस्य परिपत्तिनो श्रेयान् स्वधर्मविगुणः परधर्मात् स्वधर्मे निधनं श्रेयः परधर्मो भयावहः। इंद्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषो व्यवस्थितो. Bhagwan Sri Krishna is using very nice word. इंद्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषो व्यवस्थितो. Indriya means our senses. And when we talk about our senses, then behind each and every sense's action is desire. If eyes want to see, then there is a desire. What I want to see means eyes, not I. Ear want to listen, then reason behind it, what ear want to listen. Nose want to smell, there is a reason behind it, what a nose want to smell. Tongue want to taste, reason behind it, what the tongue want to taste. Everything is reason behind it. Now, that is why Bhagwan Sri Krishna says, Indriyasya indrisyarthe ragadveso vyavasthito. So behind it there is a motive. So both are not good. The reason why is they both are lead us towards to the karma siddhanta, karma binding. Now who control the indriya? So we said mind control the indriya. Now but who control the mind? Mind. Nobody control the mind. Mind is free. Mind don't need a visa. Mind is boundaryless. You can be sit in the mandir and you can go to the America. You can go to the US, you can go to the India, you can go to anywhere. Through your mind, you can reach anywhere. In fact, you can reach on the Mars and moon and anywhere you can reach. The reason why is mind. So, those who has controlled the mind, then they have controlled the indriya. Otherwise, each and every indriya have raga and dvesha, desire. Now, from where this desire comes? So, based on our lifestyle, what we eat, what we drink, what we live in the environment, that all play a role for indriya to bring the desire in our body and mind. If someone tells in this 21st century, that I have controlled the mind, then I think they're living in a biggest world illusion. Because the reason why is controlling the mind is start from the cell phone. How many hours you can stay away from your cell phone? How many hours? I'm not talking about when you sleep. That is but natural. Without sleeping, when you're not into the sleeping mode, when you are in the morning, say for example from morning 8 till the 9, that 12, 15 hours, 12, 13 hours, how many hours we can live without the cell phone? Just ask. Cell phone does not mean what you do. Many people have a very good habit. Every 20-30 minutes, 20-30 minutes is maximum I'm talking about. But some people have every 10 minutes, every 5 minute habit to check the messages. If something has came. And 99% those messages who come is just like browsing message. Means non-important message. But we got habit. Check message. કોઈનો આવ્યું છે? કોનો આવ્યું છે? Sometimes joke comes, sometimes many things comes. If as average person, ask ourselves, average person, how many genuine message, very important, which we call the important message, genuine message, comes every day in our phone. Genuine. Where somebody tells, I'm in hospital, I need your help. When somebody tells, my car is stuck, I need your help. Where somebody says, I am in somewhere else and I need your help. Genuine message, which is we call the real emergency. In these days, people got habit also. Whole night, internet, because since this fiber came, it's not like mahala. Whole night, carry on. Tee, 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 tee. Papa, tabari ung bagdesh. Now it's fine. Tee, tee, tee. Why this happens? Because we are all over the world. So those who are living in America, while we sleeping, for them is a daytime. So they send a message. Those who living in Australia, so while we have evening time, for them is like morning, good morning. So 7 o'clock in the evening, our time, good morning message still come. Subject is what I'm trying to say is here is, nobody has managed to control the mind. If you do not control the mind, then automatically you are not going to control your indriya, senses. Because your eyes want to see what your mind want to. Your tongue want to taste what your mind want. Your ear want to listen what is your mind want. Honestly, many times I have said this, and repeating again. Most of time people phone each other. Most of time people talk each other. Discussion happens. So then discussion start about, in that person's life they got divorced. In that husband and wife something is not going well. Oh, that sasu and that mother-in-law and daughter-in-law had a big problem that side. That two brothers are something is not right in them. Most of time the talk happen like that. Now, because our mind have instructed our ears, okay, we must listen that. But as soon as the opposite party, who is listener, he or she start talk about the Arjun, start talk about the Ram, start talk about the Krishna. Now the person who is talking, maximum I can give you 2 minutes. Within a 2 minutes they will either put the phone down or within a 2 minutes they will leave. The reason why is their mind is not instructing them to we must listen to the satsanga. Satsang come with the sanskar. Sanskar come with the lifestyle. And lifestyle is we need to develop. What type of the lifestyle we developing, that is the decide what is our indriya is going to be react in our life. That is why Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, both are the obstacles in our bhakti marga. Indriya, mind, both are the obstacles in our bhakti marga. So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, what is the solution is? So then, Shreyan Swadharamo Viguna Paradharama Tastvana Ustitat Swadharame Nidhanam Shreya Paradharamo Bhayavaha. Shreyan Swadharamo Viguna. If one follow the own dharma, that is the Shreyakara. Shreyakara means that one gives us all kind of the benefit. Our own dharma give our all kind of the benefit, where the Bhagavan Sri Krishna is Swadharame Nidhanyam Shreyam. Even if you die by following your own dharma, it will take you to the right direction. But as soon as you change the dharma, then Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Paradharmo Bhayavaha, Bhayavaha. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, use the word is called the Paradharmo Bhaya, very dangerous, following the Paradharma. Very dangerous. Paradharma, now when I talk about the dharma, then we will compare ourselves with the religion. I'm Hindu and this and that. Bhagavan Sri Krishna hasn't mentioned about that things. Dharma is our moral, ethical duties and responsibilities. That is the first things. First we need to understand the definition of dharma. Moral and ethical, and this is basically we have lost in this 21st century. Where is the moral left and where is the ethic left? Anybody. No moral and no ethics. And that is why Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Bhaya Pradaha. Without these two, your life is very Bhaya Prada, dangerous. And that is why, because we have moved away from our basics, stress, anxiety, depressions and many other mind-related matters has been increased. Reason-wise, we have moved away from our basics. Simple things, I will give you example. Swadharma, our dharma. What is our dharma as a human? What is our purpose of the birth? We are the human, what is the purpose of the birth? So then, Manavata, humanity. So when we say Manavata means ke help each other, together we must grow, follow the kindness and humbleness. Nice to use this word in a lecture, but on the ground implementations, how many kind people you are going to find? How many humble people you are going to find? So then 99% will say, I am the kind and I am the humble. So then, why there is so much papa karma in this earth? Because of those are the 1% are doing. That means that your 99% power is much lesser than the 1%. 1% are ruling the 99%. Subject is, if the 1% people are following the unethical and lifestyle, so why the 99% are suffering? Subject is the reverse. 99% are following the unethical and moral, without moral lifestyles. That means that nobody is kind and humble. Everybody is kind and humble for themselves. For others is not a problem. You will say, now what controversy you talking about? But we talking about the right things. There is nothing about the controversy. We need to see the mirror ourselves. Subject I want to draw our attention here is Swadharma. What is our dharma? Now I will ask, do you have an enemy in your life? So you will say, definitely I do have it. That means that there is no kindness and humbleness. Because if you are kind and if you are humble, then there should be no enemy. And remember, I always say, today's your enemy was yesterday's was your friend or family or closed one. Guaranteed. Look at who is your enemy. So you will go back in a history, it was connected to you directly or indirectly. Friends, family, relative, neighbor, colleague, anyway, but it must connected somewhere to you. Because without knowing each other, you cannot be a friend and neither you cannot be an enemy too. So now, if you think about somebody is walking on the street and you said, okay, you are my enemy, can you do that one? We can't do that one because we don't know person. The person who we know, we claim that person is our enemy. Now when we talk about that person is enemy, that's where our ways, our kindness and humbleness is gone. When we see that person, no, I don't want to talk, I don't want to, reason-wise, where your kindness and humbleness is gone. Subject I want to draw our attention here is Swadharma. What is our dharma? We must follow our dharma as a husband, our dharma as a father, our dharma as a friend, our dharma as a business person, our dharma as a student, our dharma as a teacher, our dharma as every single step we walk, that is our dharma. Every single relationship we follow, that is our dharma. And we have to fulfill those duties with following kindness and humbleness. That's why today in my talk I said, responsibility word sounds easy to speak, but it as much as heavier than everything to fulfill those responsibilities. Responsibility is the dharma. What you as individuals are fulfilling the responsibility towards your surrounding who you are. And if you fail to fulfill those responsibilities, that means ke adharma. Why I am using this kind of things? Bhagavan Sri Krishna at that point of the 3rd chapter in 35 verses, while there was no Hindu, no Muslim, no Christian, no Jewish, no other body, the two brothers were fighting to each other, cousin brothers. So now Bhagavan Sri Krishna was talking to the Arjun. So where the dharma stories comes? Bhagavan Sri Krishna was giving lecture ke Arjun, you are a Hindu, you must fight. You must fight against that person standing there, whatever dharma he belongs to. But both was the same blood. Dharma which is Bhagavan Sri Krishna is mentioning and dharma which is we are understanding is completely different. And that is why Bhagavan, some people very misquote this line. Now you must follow your dharma, no matter even if you have to die, you must die it. Yes, you must die with your dharma, but on what level dharma you talking about? Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Arjun, what is your dharma? You are a warrior. You are a warrior. You not someone like, say for example, very beautiful I will tell you. If you ask a businessman who is called the Vaishya, means businessman. If you ask a businessman to take the weapon and go to the border, so the businessman will think about it, how much is going to cost me? The first, how much investment I am going to put it in, my time and effort, what is my benefit is. And finally the businessman do all the calculations and will say, thank you very much, I can't do it because it's my loss. Because businessmen understand only two languages, profit and loss. Now if you're going to ask any Brahmin who do the puja and everything, dharma, religious person, take the gun and go to the border. They will not go. Because they can't see the blood. It happened to me while I was in university. In the university when we study, so what happened? As like in these schools, extramural stories. So in university we have extra activities which you can take part. So our like a big university, there is a commerce, science and arts, and then our part was the one of the section in the big university. So everybody are entitled to access everything. So I always had a like hobby to go to learn about military and all other things. So there was a NCC, National Credit Set, so something. So I went there, enrolling, from where is, so we fill up the form and everything, done. We went there. So form went through, now you can join. So there is a 3-part, Army, Navy and Air Force. So you can join anything out of these 3. So I choose the Army. So no problem. They gave me a dress, army dress and all boots and heavy boots and all other. So first starting physical training. So physical training they started, so we went to the physical training, run this and that and everything. Oh, good, sounding very nice, no problem. Now we started training of the weapon training. So very first day it was a gun there, big gun. An instruction was standing there. And everybody is holding the gun. So I was also holding the gun. Instructor came to me straight. From you, where are you coming? I said, Sanskrit Mahavidyalaya. Put this one down and go to your ashram. I said, but why? This is not your cup of tea. You just go and back. You can't do these things what I'm going to tell everybody to do. So put it down right now and go. Reality is that We can't do. They also know, okay, these people are not going to come manage to do it. Dharma, your dharma is not there. You can't just hold the gun basically. Because the way you hold the gun, they said, this, you just can't do that. That is your dharma is not going to allow you to do it, and that is why. Get up, go, finish. Do you want the certificate? I will give you certificate, but don't come back here because this is not your story. And Mahabharata, I will tell you, from the Mahabharata, this is an incident happened. Karna, you all of us know who's the Karna. Nobody wanted to give education to the Karna. Shastra Vidya and Shastra Vidya, nobody wanted to give. Whatsoever reason, that's a reason can be anything we will discuss about later on. So, but somehow Karna reached to the Parshuram. And Parshuram had one condition. He said, I will give educations only to the Brahman, not the Kshatriya. And Karna himself didn't know from where he's coming. So he said, I am a Brahman. Okay, so Parshuram said, okay, I will give you all the knowledge. And he gave all the knowledge, everything. After that, receiving the power and everything, Karna made Parshuram as a guru, Shishya Parampara carry on. And after that, one day, Parshuram ji was sleeping nicely on the lap of the Karna. And one Vichi, means a scorpion, came. And came towards the Karna. And he was continuously, consistently biting to the Karna. But Karna has controlled everything. Because if he thought, okay, if I'm going to move little bit, then my guru will be, sleep will be disturbed. And then I can't afford that things. So he has controlled all the pain which was given by the scorpion, Vichi. After some time, Parshuram woke up and he said, everything is blurred there because so much biting. And Parshuram asked the question, who you are? Tell me. He said, I am a Brahmin. You are lying to me because Brahmin have no passion to get control this kind of the bite. And that's a reality. No Brahmin will manage, they will just do like that. They can't control that pain, and that's a reality. You have lied to me. And that is why, whenever you will need it, this Shastra power will not come to help you. Because you lie to me, because only and only Kshatriya can hold that kind of the pain. Nobody else. Neither a Vaishya or not a Brahmin. This is Dharma story. They know basically everybody. And that's why when the Karna needed that weapon power, last minute, he lost that because of the Parshuram's word. Everybody have a dharma. Why I am saying Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya? So then we can understand what is the definition of the dharma. We individuals have duties and responsibilities. What Bhagavan has given us a task to do, that means we are capable to do that part. I am giving a lecture from this mic because the Bhagavan has have shown the trust on us, on me, and that is why I am giving this lecture. There are the hundreds of the thousands also in the world. But in early age, I started this learning. And now if I decide, for example, but I don't want to give this lecture finish, then I'm not following my dharma. What I have received from my Guru is my duty to transfer to everybody. Give a knowledge, give that uplift as many human lives. That is our dharma. And if we fail to do, then we are doing the adharma. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna says paradharmo. Paradharmo means ke? That is a paradharma. Now if I decide tomorrow, let me leave everything and start business. I may be successful in that business, but that is a paradharma. That is not my duty. That is not my dharma. That is a Vaishya, Vepari, business persons. That is his duty. If the warrior, fighters, or defense personality leave the border and come into the town and said, I am going to be open the business, I am going to do the havan, I am going to do the puja, then they are following paradharma, somebody else's dharma. Now you are tapping on somebody else's dharma, which is you not entitled to do. And if you're not entitled to do, then obviously you will live into the fear. And that fear will be very dangerous. While the Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, while you following your dharma, even if you make a mistake in that line, still will be fine. Still that mistakes will lead you towards the destinations. But by following the paradharma duties, and if you make a mistakes, then you have to face the consequences. Arjun, what exactly basically Arjun wanted to do it, not to follow his duties. He was a warrior, he must fight, that's it. Like for example, right now we know, all of us know, in between Russia and Ukraine, what exactly happening. And if all the fighters from the Russian side or Ukraine side decide, no, we're not going to fight it, then there is no war. But they are being instructed, okay, that's it, you are going to put that missile there, finish. Who is sitting there, who is sleeping there, that is not your job to know. Which is not supposed to be. Human life are suffering, but a warrior's dharma is like that. Warriors are like that. Any military person you ask, not in South Africa, but I'm talking about the professional military. South Africa to chalya kare, maja aave ekdam. But any professional military personnel you ask, they just like completely blank. If them Major General says, okay, go and shoot that person, finish, no question about it. Who is that person is not my duty to. Shoot means shoot, finish. Swadharma, that is his dharma. That's why he chose that things. But businessman will not do. Businessman will think twice. Now this person is, no, I can't do that one, leave it. And the Brahmin will the worst. Oh, no, thank you very much. He will go and they say, okay, let's do the puja first and then talk and resolve it. Talk and then resolve it. Husband dharma, wife dharma, mother dharma, father dharma, brother dharma, sister dharma, friends dharma, everybody's have a dharma to follow. And if we follow those dharma thoroughly, then Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, even if you die by following that dharma, it will be the Shreyakara. It will be take you to the destination, Shreyakara. But problem starts where the Bhagavan Sri Krishna already said in beginning, We are under influence with the Indriya. Indriya is very manipulating our life and through the mind. Because mind want things which is always not good for us. Simple example I will tell you. When doctor tells us that you are a diabetes person, that means that we must stop all the sweet items. You can ask, I will say maybe ratio 70%. 70% diabetes persons somehow they will eat more sweet than the normal. One day somebody was telling me, oh, I'm going in a party, okay. Let's put the 2 injections extra and then we can eat everything. What more we can do? Let's put the 2 injections and it's finished, done. But your dharma supposed to says not to eat means not to eat. But your indriya is telling now, your mind is telling now, I like gulab jambu, finish, I must eat. Even if I have to put the 2 injections, I will be fine, but I must eat gulab jambu. And after the consequences, who is going to face? We are the one who is going to face the consequences. But we prepare to face the consequences, but we want to eat that gulab jambu. And that's the reality of our life. We prepare to face the consequences for everything, but we want to do. Gossip, we want to do. Non-important things, we want to do. Supposed to be in the morning, we're supposed to do the puja, dhyana, japa, tapa, sadhana, siddhi. But I'm not talking about the senior people. Senior people, they understand because they come from. But average youngsters I'm talking about in these days. Any of them doing anything? Siddhi, sadhana, japa, tapa, puja, path. These 6 words which I have mentioned. What they're doing? Insta, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube. So in the morning, wake up, whatever time they wake up. First, let's see what happening in Instagram. Kai thatu nathi, but it's fine. But they think if I'm not going to check, then what is going to fall? What is happening on the Facebook? Before even they do the brush, make sure what happened over the night in Facebook. Kai hop, thai ka sud nahi. But because they think if I'm not going to check the Facebook, then word will be a fall. Everything will be a crash. I must check the message. WhatsApp. So, puja part place taken over by the Insta, WhatsApp and then Facebook. Maybe any other like, LinkedIn and whatever other things. So that is under the control by the mind, Indriya is encouraging to do the papa karma, and that is why it called the paradharma. Paradharma. Human, actually we must learn from the animal actually. Honestly, animals and birds. Animals and birds, maybe they don't have a brain like what we have it. But they have a very good sense, life, and set a routine, a beautiful routine. After 7 o'clock in the night, you're not going to find any birds anywhere till the next morning. But when it's come to the Friday, we are the human ones will be everywhere. Friday night, Saturday night, and then Monday don't go to the work. Birds and animals knows what to eat, what to not to eat. I'm telling you. What to drink and what to not to drink, the birds and animals knows. Normally I don't talk about any other things, but while I'm talking here, I will tell you. Lion, 100% non-veg animal. But lion will not eat a dead animal. Lion will eat his own, killed by his own animal. Because lion also know that is not good. What we doing? I don't want to talk. Frozen one. Vajjal. Why I want to say these things? Because we have actually moved away from our human dharma. Everything we have moved away. Birds and animals are teaching us. If you're going to give anything to birds, which is birds not supposed to eat, I'm telling you, they're not going to eat, they're going to leave it as it is, there. They know that this is not for us, that's it, finish. In fact, some birds are so clever, they're not even going to drink the water if there is a water they're not supposed to drink. No matter how much water you put there, they're not going to eat, drink. We have human has moved away from our human dharma, paradharma, and that is why since we have followed this paradharma under the influence by the mind and indriya and senses and many things, and that is why we are facing the consequences which is created by us. And this is what we need to be understand in our life, where what is your dharma? What is your dharma? Our dharma is human dharma. Our dharma is as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, as a son, as a daughter, as a teacher, as a student. While I'm talking about the student, we all of us know what is happening in the schools. Is that the student dharma? Before, when the teacher used to walk into the classroom, respect, discipline towards the teacher. Is there any respect and discipline left in these days? Towards anything and anybody. We start with the Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. We consider Guru as a Brahma, Vishnu and a Mahesh. We put our Guru as a higher authority. But how are we treating to our Guru? Today's teachers are living into the fear. Before they could go to the classroom, they think twice. And who is suffering? Education is suffering. Any level we go, anything we talk about. Because everyone has moved away from the dharma. Student dharma, husband dharma, wife dharma. Do the very grand, lavish wedding, and within 8 months divorce. હું કામ આટલા બધા પૈસા બગાડે? Hinduism doesn't teach divorce. Every level we talk about. Every single level we talk. In some houses we go, two brothers don't even talk to each other. Arey bhai, you are a brother? Came your one parent has given you a same equal culture, but after so many years you don't even talk to each other. Some brothers and some sisters don't talk each other. Son don't want to keep the father. That's why this old age home. If you go in old age home by your wish is good, no problem. But by force is not good. You go with your wish is fine because if you don't want to become a burden on this, that's your choice. But if someone send you into the old age home, that is not right. Dharma, what dharma are we talking here? It's very difficult. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, this is since we have moved away from all our duties, our responsibilities, and we have focused on our only desire and our greed. Now we are facing the consequences about it. Joint family lifestyle has moved away. Since there is no joint family lifestyles, people don't know how to share them pain, sorrow, who to express and how to express them life. Before I'm telling you, joint family means in the evening when somebody comes, irrespective they fight, they discuss it, but as soon as somebody comes and says, okay, that person having some problem at the work, okay, let's give him comfort. Let's give him a little bit calmness. Let's support. All other 5-6 family members get together and said, okay, let's talk about it. Today, husband go with the stress. In the house, who is there? Nobody. Family don't even know how to give a comfort to the person. And that build up and build up and build up happen and eventually lead towards the unwanted problems. Very dangerous. We will continue on this topic next week, Monday. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. We will do the Aarti now. Hello. सांझ पड़े दिनयाथ में चकवा चकवीरो चलो चकवा क्या जये सांझ पड़े मत रोय गौरी पूछे गोरिया कौन भले रो देश संपत होय तो घर भला नहीं तो भलो परदेश तिमिर गयूं रवि देखता कुबुद्धि गई गुरु ज्ञान संपत गई अति लोभ से भक्ति गई अभिमान अभिमानी कुंजर भयो लियो अपने सिर भार ताके जमरा कूट से जमलो डुगड़े लुहार
श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। ओम जय काना काड़ा प्रभु जय काना काड़ा, मीठी मोरली वाड़ा मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, गोपी ना प्यारा। ओम जय काना काड़ा, कामन गाना कान कामन बहु कीता, प्रभु कामन बहु कीता। माखन चोरी मोहन माखन चोरी, मोहन चित चोरी विदा। ओम जय काना काना, नंद जशोदा घेर वैकुंठयुतायुं, प्रभु वैकुंठयुतायुं। कालिया मर्दन कीधो, कालिया मर्दन कीधो, गायो ने चारी। ओम जय काना काना, गुणतना तुझ पार के में नहीं आवे, प्रभु के में नहीं आवे। नेति वेद पुकारे, नेति वेद पुकारे, पुनीत सुंगावे। ओम जय काना काड़ा, ओम जय काना काड़ा, प्रभु जय काना काड़ा। मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, गोपी ना प्यारा। ओम जय काना काड़ा, ओम जय काना काड़ा, ओम जय काना काड़ा। कपूर गौरम करुणावतारम, संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम, सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज, मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष, मङ्गलाय तनोहरि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके, शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके नारायणी नमोस्तुते, नारायणी नमोस्तुते, नारायणी नमोस्तुते। श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। जलेन शीतलीकरणं कुर्यात्, देवतानामभिवन्दनं, स्थापितदेवताभ्यो नमः। निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि। आरार्तिकम् आरार्तिकम् आरार्तिकं समर्पयामि। यश आरोग्यप्राप्त्यर्थे स्वात्मानामभिवन्दनं, पात्राद् बहिः हस्तं प्रक्षाल्य। श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपाळु भज मन् हरन भव भयदारुणं, नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं, कन्दर्पयगणि अमितछवि नवनीलनीरजसुं। पटपीतमानौ तडितरुचिशुचि नौमि जनकसुतावरं, शिरमुकुटकुण्डलतिलकचारु उदार अङ्गविभूषणम्, आजानुभुज शरचापधरु सङ्ग्रामजितखरदूषणम्। भजुदीनबन्धु दिनेशदा नवदैत्यवंशनिकन्दनं, रघुनन्दयानन्दकन्दकौशल चन्द्रदशरथनन्दनम्, इति वदित तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेषमुनिमनरन्। मम हृदय कुंज निवास कुरु का महादिखलदल रंजनम। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय, गणपति महाराज की जय। વિઘ્નેશ્વરાય વરદાય સુરપ્રિયાય લંબોદરાય સકલાય જગદ્વિતાય નાગાનનાય શ્રુતિયજ્ઞવિભૂષિતાય ગૌરીસુતાય ગણનાથ નમો નમસ્તે. ગણપતિ મહારાજ કી જય. ઉમાપતિ મહાદેવ કી જય. શ્મશાને સ્વાક્રીડા સ્મરહર પિશાચા સહચરા ચિતાભસ્માલેપમ સૃગપિનુકરોટી પરિકરમ અમંગલ્યમ શીલમ તવ ભવતુ નામેવમખિલમ તથાપિ સ્મર્તॄણામ વરદ પરમં મંગલમસી. ઉમાપતિ મહાદેવ. રાધે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી. કૃષ્ણ કનૈયા લાલ કી જય. બાલકૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી. શાંતાકારમ ભુજગશયનમ પદ્મનાભમ સુરેશમ વિશ્વાધારમ ગગનસદૃશમ મેઘવર્ણમ શુભાંગમ લક્ષ્મીકાંતમ કમલનયનમ યોગિવિરધ્યાનગમ્યમ વંદે વિષ્ણું ભવભયહરં સર્વલોકૈકનાથમ વસુદેવં સુતં દેવં કંસચાણુરમર્દનમ દેવકી પરમાનંદમ કૃષ્ણં વંદે જગદ્ગુરુમ આકાશાત પતિતં યોऽયં યથા ગચ્છતિ સાગરમ સર્વદેવો નમસ્કારં કેશવં પ્રતિ ગચ્છતિ મુખં કરોતિ વાચાલં પંગુલંઘયતે ગિરિં યત્કૃપાત્વમહં વંદે પરમાનંદમમાत्. ત્વમેવ માતાશ્ચ પિતા ત્વમેવ બંધુશ્ચ સખા ત્વમેવ વિદ્યા દ્રવિણં ત્વમેવ સર્વં મમ દેવદેવં. ગુરુર્બ્રહ્મા ગુરુર્વિષ્ણુ ગુરુર્દેવો મહેશ્વરં ગુરુર્સાક્ષાત્ પરબ્રહ્મ તસ્मै શ્રી ગુરુવે. અસદગિરિ સમં સ્યાદ કજ્જલમ સિંધુપાત્રે સુરતરુવરશાખા લેખની પત્રમુરવી લેખત યદ ગૃહીત્વાં શારદા સર્વકાલં તદપિ તવ ગુણાનામ મીશ પારમ નયાતિ. રાધે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. જય જય જગદંબે આદ્ય શક્તિ ભવાની માંબે માત કી જય. નમો દેવ્યૈ મહાદેવ્યૈ શિવાયૈ સતતમ નમઃ પ્રકૃત્यै ભદ્રાयै નિયતાં પ્રણતા સ્મતા વિદ્યુદ્દામ સમપ્રભાં ભગવતીં સ્કંદસ્થિતાં ભીષણાં કન્યાભીકરવાલખેટવિલસ હસ્તાભિરાસેવિતાં હસ્તૈશ્ચક્રધરાલિખેટવિશિખાં ચાપં ગુણાં તર્જનીં બિભ્રાણાં મંડલાત્મિકાં શશિધરાં દુર્ગાં ત્રિનેત્રાં ભજે દુર્ગાં ત્રિનેત્રાં ભજે દુર્ગાં ત્રિનેત્રાં ભજે. અંબે માત કી જય. આશાપુરી માત કી જય. મહાલક્ષ્મી માત કી જય. રાધે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. કૃષ્ણ કનૈયા લાલ કી જય. બાલકૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. ઉમાપતિ મહાદેવ કી જય. ગણપતિ મહારાજ કી જય. ઓમ નમઃ પાર્વતી પતય. હર હર મહાદેવ હર. ઓમ નમસ્તે અમારા અહો પ્રાણદાતા નમસ્તે અમારા પિતા માતા ભ્રાતા નમસ્તે મહાદેવ જોડી દિવ્ય હસ્તે નમસ્તે પ્રભુજી નમસ્તે નમસ્તે